Hey, what's going on? It's your boy TPindell. Welcome back to another video. Smash that like button if you're new. Subscribe is absolutely free. This is a reaction video. I wasn't going to do this. Y'all been asking me and commenting on the regular joints I've been reacting to. So this is like a meetup. These people matched on the show, and now they went on their first date, second date, or whatever they've been doing, and they come back and say, it's like a, where are they now? It's like a life update. So this is Daryl and Connie. This is the dude that had the briefcase. That was talking slick, and then she was like, "You gonna be able to handle me?" He was like, "I got two hands." So he was a smooth talker. So we're gonna get into their update video. Daryl and Connie catch up. All right, so let's rock and roll it. Appreciate y'all. Let's get into it. Turn your volume up too. They got that slow beat. I'm not freestyling on these. Let's get into it. All right. Let me see. Okay,
so is it good?
Pretty good.
Good. Your host Arlette, and we are here today with our very own Daryl and Connie Marie. Welcome, guys.
Hi.
How's it going?
They look good. They smiling.
Good. Right. Well, we did have you guys on episode 3 of Possible Balloon or Find Love. So is it gonna be a yes for you, for him?
Yeah, it's a yes for me.
And then what about you?
Oh, he was hype. Look at that bitch smile back in the day. They ain't smiling like that now. It's like a little nervous smile. I'm a little nervous.
Sir, is it a yes for you, for her?
Hell yeah.
Hey! We got another match. Oh, wow. As we have seen, that video has gone pretty viral by now. We are at 1 million views and counting.
Congrats to all that success for the show.
We've seen on TikTok, on Instagram, Facebook, wherever people have taken clips and put them all over the place, and you guys are definitely one of the most talked about people from that episode. So since it's came out and since it's gone all over the place, how has the social media attention been for you all? We'll go ahead and start with you, Connie Marie.
Okay, well, I definitely have been getting a lot of exposure and invites, as far as I went to go do a podcast out in Atlanta with Ugly Money Niche. That's a very big platform. I got a lot of exposure. Did some content. Nice. My followers went up like crazy.
Yes.
I also got a guest appearance for Valley Vogue coming up. That's going to be a fashion show out here in Arizona. And I also don't want to forget, I am also starting up my own modeling agency. I have a sponsor and everything, so we're coming up with some stuff for that as well.
Nice.
Other than that, that's pretty much been more of the.
Hey, why he shook his head like? Okay. I see you got a little motion. Let me get myself out of the way, because I don't want to be covering up. This is a reaction video. It's not about me right now. Let me get my ass right yonder, so I'm out the way.
Benefits from that.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
And now for you, Daryl. Yeah, how's it been?
I mean, things been pretty consistent as it was.
Yeah, I forgot how you talk. That would be. I mean, things been pretty consistent as like, things been.
Us before, going to work every day, still working on the music as much as I can. Still trying to keep the businesses afloat whenever I can. I did get a lot of recognition on my TikTok, and I've been posting content for about 2 years now. So, just continuing the work that I've been putting into.
Okay, good. I love to hear that.
That's what's up.
Okay, so just to kind of go over some of the viral moments that did happen in the video, Daryl, you were part of one of the ones that was definitely most talked about. Your vocabulary was mentioned. When that did happen, like, how did that make you feel?
When she initially said something about my vocabulary, I didn't feel too much bad, because she open to her own opinion. Right. You feel me? And I just feel like she was kind of trying to be shady about it. And in the moment, I couldn't articulate that I ain't like how she was trying to be shady. It kind of like seemed like I was gonna go on some little pity party, like, but it wasn't really that. I just, I'm still working on my vocabulary, so I just might have not resonated with her, and that happens. It's all right.
Okay, yeah. And then I know you mentioned on there that you do music, you rap, all of that, and you said your stage name is Humblehood. So where did that name come from?
It's funny. Just growing up in the ghetto for real. Like I never was a mean person. Never was. I always example empathy. So like you feel me. Growing up in the ghetto, it ain't really make. I got ghetto ways, but you feel me? It ain't. It's still. I used to be humble. Just lending out a helping hand. I was a popular person, so I used to like. I used to like have friends that wasn't always popular. I used to be the type of guy that like, I was in all the sports. I went to a D1 school for athletics.
Nice.
So like you.
Hey yo, he just say little stuff here and there that just like, it's who says I went to a D1 school for athletics, bro? What sport did you play? I would never say I went to a D1 school for athletics. What sport did you play, bro?
You feel me? Like I just used to like, just example humbleness. You feel me?
Example, I don't think he's trying. I don't think he's saying example. What is he trying to say? Example, exuded humbleness, maybe. Example, he was the example of humbleness.
Even when the athletes that pick on other people, I get on them. Like, y'all ain't too much better than them. So initially, my first rap name was
I ain't
Conspiracy.
too much better than them. That ain't no fucking better. Hey yo, stop talking about them people like that. You ain't that much better than them. They ass, but you just a smidgen better than ass. So stop that.
I changed it to Humblehood like a year later.
Okay, good to know. And now, Connie, something
Hey yo,
that
she be hitting that laugh that. She be. Hey yo, you be killing that laugh, yo. That should be like, all right, moving right along.
you were talking about from the show is your beatboxing. Girl, where did you learn to beatbox like that?
It's actually funny because my brother, when he was the middle child, so they always say the middle child is, someone that sometimes the black sheep of the family.
Right.
But so I was like trying to see which brother I could latch on to because I have all brothers. I'm the only girl.
Oh.
So I went through my little which one I wanted to see, who I wanted to flock to. And the middle brother, he was hanging around like some Asians and stuff like that. And this was around a time when they were like, break dancing on cardboard. So I saw what they were doing, and I saw one of them where they was beatboxing. And so I was like, bro, I could do that. I was like, look what I could do. And then I did the beat, and then to him, it didn't faze him. But to me, I'm like, man, forget that. I did that. Like, I don't care what you say. So, and then over time, I ended up, when I was in high school, like we'll go to house parties, the music, would get like, the parties would get shut down. So then we'll be some dudes up in there that already know of me. They be like, Connie, drop the beat. And I'll be in the middle of the party and then beatboxing and everybody would be like freestyling to it. So it's just been something that stuck with me. Like I would do it at lunchtime. It was something that everybody know me from back where I'm from. So
wow, yeah, because girl, you blew us all away. We were like, hold on, what? Did somebody have a speaker on? But the whole time it was you. Like
yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember a beatbox.
And then so there was a comment made during the filming of when Humblehood had asked you, or he said something about, oh, you look like you like to be taken care of or something like that. And I feel like that you were kind of taken aback by that comment. Was that offensive to you, or what made you kind of have that reaction to that statement?
So it was just more so as far as me just getting a better visual of what his type of woman would be, because you do have some men who are in their masculinity that would prefer for their woman to not work. And so by me being a single mother, it's just more of, I wanted to be sure that, besides taking care of the kids, cleaning, cooking, it's more that I could be able to do to still feel like I'm doing something, just rather than, to me, what I feel like is my regular motherly duties.
Okay. So
it's just me being able to make sure that I'm being given that fair opportunity to be able to also help contribute, because at the same time, as once something happens, God forbid, wherever my man lacks, I'm going to pick up.
Right.
So, and I want to
up.
be able to provide and do what I can just to be able to make sure he gets back to where he needs to.
I like that, man. That's what you want, somebody to have your back and ride for you like that, man. Some women, you down and out, they gonna step out or they leaving your ass. But I like that mindset. That's what's up. Because everybody go through tough times, trials and tribulations, you know. So that's cool.
So that's all that it pretty much was. I just wanted to see what type of woman he was referring to as what type of woman he liked, because I had to just make sure it wasn't the type of woman that he just feel like, okay, I want to provide for you completely. Like, I want to be able to help too. Like, you know.
A lot of times too, when women be like, oh, you know, I don't want to do them, I don't want to lift a hand, I just want to raise kids, or I want to be a stay-at-home mom. Sometimes when they pop off, they don't even have kids yet, and then so you staying at home, what you doing? Like, it ain't enough cleaning and cooking in the world for somebody to be working all day and you just staying at home all day. You know, you got to have at least a hobby or a drive or some ambition to want to do something. And even if y'all have a kid, 2 kids, 3 kids, once them kids go to school, you still at home for 8 hours. It ain't that many clothes to wash, places to clean, and the cooking, meal planning and prepping. It ain't that much in the world. And then a lot of times when people do that, like these women, I've noticed, because I've had friends that are stay-at-home moms, they lose themselves. They like, damn, they feel like they lose their identity because they don't have the same friend groups, because you're just doing all of that now. And they end up just being friends with like other moms and shit. Women they really wouldn't even be cool with or kick it with, but only mutual thing y'all got in common is we stay-at-home moms and we got kids. So now you like fake friends and forcing friendships because you lost your identity, lost who you were, or you ain't had no drive or no work ethic or nothing, or you ain't really want to do nothing else. So being kept up, or the soft life on that side of town of like not working and not having nothing going on, it gets old. You know what I'm saying? You're going to want to get out the house. And then even when you get back into the field, some women try to go back to work after their kids hit middle school or high school. You know, that resume look crazy. What you been doing the last 10 years? What you been doing the last 8 years? A job is going to ask you that, you know, and you can't say, oh, I've been taking care of kids. Okay, well, how would that pertain to helping out doing this duty or doing this job? You know, so people don't think about that side of it either.
So, but yeah, that's pretty much what it is, just for, you know, clarity on that one.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that. All right. So the main question that I know everybody is just dying to hear about, have you guys gone on a date since
They don't look like it. They look
matched?
mad. But this right here, it look like who gonna say the salty shit first? Look at the body language. Look at him. Now she know. And then I don't want to say nothing. And you look like you know something up too.
No.
Oh, that was quick.
So everybody is just dying to hear about,
Damn.
have you guys gone on a date since you matched?
No.
What? Not one date?
Okay. And why not? Do you want to start it off?
I'll let
Daryl.
Daryl start
Okay,
it off.
well, go ahead with Daryl then. Go ahead.
I prefer if she starts.
Okay.
Shit.
Go ahead, Connie Marie. We'll have you take it off.
Okay. Well, for starters, I'm very big on energy and vibes. So
Oh,
based
Lord.
off of, I'll ask certain questions, and I would expect a person to talk long enough. I would eventually hear how they reveal themselves. So when I asked on the show, if he had his own space, he told me, he announced, yeah. To me, yet again, if you say, yeah, I'm thinking you have your own, you're established out here. So when I asked him if he did, I was like, I hope you weren't lying. You do actually have your own space out here. And then he was like, oh no. He was like, I was lying. I live with my grandma.
God damn, bitch. That boy got on the show and created a character. He said, I'm going to be a new person on this show. How you going to lie about something like the living joints? I thought, that's crazy work. And then her already being like a single mom, she got the jits at the house. So with the single moms, you kind of need to have your own place, because you can only really go over there and do your thing for her if the jits at school. I don't know how old her child is or kids are, but you can't even go over there like that for real. You know what I'm saying? Because women ain't just going to be, most women, I hope not all women, I hope all y'all just not introducing anybody new to y'all kids and shit like that. But you can't even go over there and vibe. So she's probably thinking like, okay, we got somewhere to kick it because, bow. Damn. That boy said, "Oh no, I was lying."
And I was like, what? Like, you just, I'm like, okay. That was that one. Okay. And then another one.
That's not that bad though. I get it. Sometimes when questions come quick, you know, you're in the heat of the moment and you just make some shit up and you be like, damn. But at least he was eventually honest about it, but he did lie about it on the show joint.
One was when we were outside and we were smoking, and then it was just for him to ask me and bring up the whole if I was interested in being in a social media relationship. And
damn, bitch, who you think you is? Who y'all think y'all is? Ken and DR, bitch? Who y'all think y'all is? Prank versus prank? Who y'all think y'all is? The Ace family? I thought they were the Ace family. That boy said we got to get to this family bag. You feel me? That's where the brand deal's at, for real, for real. I ain't mad at you. He says rental car brand deals. We can get a band deal with some detergent. That's where the bag at, baby. We got to get a family channel. Damn.
Yet again, just based off of his response, when we were speaking with each other on our Instagram messages, people come to the show for clout, and some people actually come because they want a real connection. All I can say is I wasn't one of them type of people that came just for the clout. I mean, yes, I did come for the experience, right? But I didn't come just to, get that type of
get exposure,
promotion or exposure like that. So that was another one. And then the final straw for me was when we were sitting inside on the show, on the remainder of the show. I went back in, and it was a gentleman. I was wearing white that apparently he seen that I was not paying no attention to. And it was just the aggression that he had when he was speaking towards me. And it was like this dead serious look. And for your first, the first thing that comes to your mind is to ask me if I was sexual with this person, knowing that I don't know you or him. Okay. It's just with you being a man, it's like, it's certain things in certain ways on how you would come at your woman, especially in that type of scenery.
That's mad crazy. You just met this girl, y'all just matched on the show, and you asking off the rip. I guess the guy was around or hanging around. I don't know if they was flirting or chopping it up or kind of close. You just asking, y'all had sex before? That's crazy. Like you can still. That's crazy to ask that, and y'all just met and just matched, but. Even him feeling like it could have been worded a better way. It could have been like, "Hey, do y'all have history? Y'all know each other?" That'll pop that up. Oh, y'all know each other? Y'all got history? Like, what I mean? Not, hey, y'all had sex before? Y'all smashed? He knocked you down? That's tough. That's too much going on the first day, bro.
And I feel like the way that he went about it, it just wasn't given for me. So I just felt like that was just.
But at the same time, that's tough for him to say that. But it's the trifecta. You know what I'm saying? They just got off the show. This bitch lied about the living alone. What was the second one she said? He lied about he came to her and asked her if she smashed another dude that was just standing right there, and then forcefully looked at her all crazy. And then I forgot the second one. Damn, what's the middle one? I don't know. That's two bad ones right there.
Just gave off a lot of different. It set off triggers for me because I've been in verbal aggressive. I've been around men who are verbally aggressive, so it's like it's not something that I can't pick up on.
That's a red flag.
I didn't want to take that route. So, yeah, we didn't make it past the show.
Oh, so this all happened on set.
That's what I'm saying, Arlette. The shit popped off. They ain't even leave yet. That's crazy work. But I was thrown off because she said they was DMing.
Yes. It didn't make it past the show.
Where y'all was at? Where the fuck y'all was at? Cleaning up? What the hell y'all was doing? How y'all ain't peeped this, Arlette? Y'all should have said pass the spliff. What y'all on out here? Y'all were cleaning up?
Okay.
Y'all missed all of this. Look, she's like, oh shit, this is footage we could have caught. We could have put this on the show too. We're missing footage. Y'all need to get them outdoor smoke cams going.
Go on over to Daryl now. We want to hear from you as well.
Mean,
yeah.
I can respect that. You feel me? Everybody, like I said, everybody got their own preferences, and I did not specify that I wanted her to be in a social media relationship.
Nah, the hell with that. Don't. And that was the other one, the social media aspect. The hell with that. Don't start with that social media shit. We need to start with you lying about your living situation.
Their own preferences, and I I did not specify that I wanted her to be in a social media relationship. I told her that I feel like we had a good energy and like that was just fun. You feel me? I want to get to know her more and I want to take her on a date. I wanted to record the date. I actually had a videographer on standby with me. I had just shot a music video before I had one on set. So I asked her if I could record the date. She stated to me that I would have to be in a committed relationship before anybody ever seen us on a platform with each other. And I was confused because we had just met on a
Right.
platform, you feel me? So like she had stated earlier, like you feel me, like she get into her bag, she hustling, she got invited to other platforms, like she's been able to beatbox on other platforms. I just don't really understand how, you know, she made the comment to me like she ain't doing things for clout. But we met on a YouTube TV show and she's made multiple different social media appearances afterwards. You know, like I just work my little 9 to 5, make my little music, and then like I really came to find love. You feel me?
First of all, don't say nothing. Ain't none of that shit you doing is little, bro. You're not working no little 9 to 5. You work that 9 to 5, take pride in it. Do it like they're paying you $1 million an hour. Do you take pride in that? Your music, put your pride in it. You put your effort in. You put your love in it. Ain't nothing little about your music. I hate when people downplay themselves or what they got going on or what they passionate about. They ain't nothing about that little.
I ain't making no other social media appearances. I ain't been on no podcast, so I ain't doing nothing for no clout. You feel me? And we talked outside as we had smoked with.
Y'all check her face, peep her face, peep her face, peep her face. He don't sound. It ain't really jealous. It ain't really bitterness, but it's just like a sprinkle or dab of both of those when he mentioned all the stuff that she has done. A lot of times on these shows, the woman gonna be able to do more anyway. Like, you know what I mean? Anything. If you look at any, like, they just gonna have more opportunities. For real. You know what I mean? She's a beautiful young lady. She look good. She's gonna have more opportunity. We want to see your side. How's it going? They want to hear from the lady most times, especially if a podcast situation, than the man. If you're looking at a podcast and they be like, oh, we're gonna have him on there or we're gonna have her on there, I'm probably gonna go this route right here. Let's just be honest. And that's what all the kind of the couples or even the mix-ups and mash-ups. Most of the viral clips from this show on any of the episodes have came from like the women's side for the most part, instead of the doctor buddy, except for the doctor buddy.
Each other, and that guy was outside with us. Keep in mind, like,
Hold up, this
he
the dude
wasn't
that was
a part
outside.
you feel me? And we talked outside as we had smoked with each other, and that guy was outside with us. Keep in mind, like, he wasn't a part of the show, and I thought, could nobody else be there? The only people who I seen before I noticed him was people on the show. He outside while we talking or having our first conversation. We come inside, we chop it up with some people, he buy us, and then we go sit down and watch the rest of the show, he buy us. You feel me? And I'm gonna be honest, the same thing with one of the ladies on the show. The way that I communicate don't always resonate with everybody. So even in the moment when I did, because I gotta be transparent, I did ask her if she was fucking a guy that was
That's crazy.
feet away from her the entire time that I was with her.
That's crazy though. I want to see if he asked her that in front of her. Like if he ain't pull her to the side, even still saying that to the side is crazy. But if he ain't pull her to the side, that's crazy.
To the show, you feel me? But like her I'm a person. I seen her reaction
That bitch said, I'm a person.
when I asked. It was like, so in the moment, I'm like, am I tweaking? I just wanted to ask because like he been everywhere we been. And she told me straight up, like, yeah, you tweaking. The way you asked me was aggressive. And I said, I didn't mean anything by it. I apologize. In the moment, I apologized.
Okay.
So then we moved on and we got to talking to like the other individuals that was around during the show. But before then, she was asking me a few different questions about myself. I realized that none of them was to get to know who I am as a person. They was kind of like repeating the questions that she asked me on the show. Financial status. You feel me? Like, why do you need to know how I'm living? And I said on the show that I came out here to take care of my grandmother. So
He did say that. I remember him saying that. That's why he was out there, but he wasn't originally from out here or out there.
honestly told that woman, you feel me? I told her, yeah, I did lie when she asked me, but at that point, we already.
Yeah, I did lie. Look at her face. She got that thinking man pose. Motherfucker fist on her chin like this.
Sitting in front of each other. We got some type of connection.
Yeah.
You've asked a couple questions to kind of try to see if like I'm a person you like, but at this point you ask me multiple questions after question. Like, I think you a fine girl. I'm saying I'm saying the answers to win. Like I want to be able to leave with you. You feel me? Like
Right.
you are very beautiful. So I'm answering the questions properly on the show. But soon we was afterwards, I was transparent. I'm like, yeah, I do. I said, no, I lied on the show. I stay with my grandmother, but I got my own space back at the crib. I'm from Chicago.
Okay.
I got my own space, you feel me? And I'm stable enough to be doing my own thing.
Yeah.
My responsibilities ain't nothing that you have to worry about at all. You feel me? But after that, then the situation with the guy had happened. And I'm not even gonna lie, when the situation with the guy had happened, she was put off from it, but I don't even think she realized I was kind of put off from it too, because I apologized, you feel me? And it still seemed like something she was dwelling on. So
I feel like that situation gave her a flashback. Like she just said, she had some trauma from the past where she kind of been like, I guess, dealt with altercations or just the verbal disrespect or something like that. So that probably was like a trigger for her. But because she ain't even mention that he apologized like right away. But he did do right by apologizing. But I feel like sometimes when you apologize, it should be too soon. They need to sit on people or just never sits well with people because it take them back to a spot and you be like, oh, dog, if he acting like this, he capable of acting like this on day one. Oh no, I'm good.
I continue to communicate with the other people from the show, getting to know people, exchanging numbers, and we all went out to the club afterwards.
Okay.
So I ain't talked.
And you both went out?
No.
Oh, you went
Connie
out with
wasn't
other.
part,
Oh,
just-
okay.
Why you ain't slide? Why she ain't slide out?
Yeah, just other cast members.
Oh, that's what's
And
up though.
I ain't talked to Connie for a couple days, but then I finally reached out. I just like, hey, she don't hit me back. I'm gonna be honest. So I said, are you usually? I hit her up a couple
Left my dog on red.
days later. Are you usually a busy woman, or you not interested? She explained to me in detail the 3 things that triggered her
Okay.
and how it made her feel.
Okay.
I apologized again in message and explained in detail how I'm sorry that it came off that way, but
Y'all needed to get on a phone call. Even if that was the case, y'all should have jumped on the phone call. Reading that through text message, reading that length of stuff through text messages, that can be taken out of context. Like a simple conversation or a simple FaceTime could have handled that or been better than that. And it's cool that they took a couple days to probably cool off and gather her thoughts. But that should have been a phone call and not a text message. I hate texting about like serious shit and reading paragraphs and paragraphs because you're taking it. You don't know what that person's tone is. You don't know if they're angry. You don't know if they're joking. You don't know if they're saying it polite. You don't know if they're saying it with bass on their voice. As adults, y'all should have hopped on the phone at the bare minimum.
that ain't what I meant. Again, I had a couple drinks that night, so it might have came off a little aggressive than what
Had
it
a
was
couple drinks
supposed
and they
to
were
be.
smoking.
But honestly, you feel me? Like it wasn't nothing towards you, like in full detail. And at first, she didn't accept that. It was more so like, yeah, but you feel me? It still kind of made me feel away. So I'm like, okay, understandable. We go our separate ways. Like, it is what it is. You feel me? I wish you the best. The clip comes out. The clip of me and Rizoma comes out, and also another clip of like the Pop the Balloon. She posts it.
They
on
about
her,
to make me have to go back and rewatch the damn video. I don't even know which one was the Rizoma.
her Instagram story, and then she hits me up. She like, answer your phone. When I answer her phone and we chop it up
She had that bit on 3-way. She recording this phone call. Had him on Instagram Live. What you did?
on Instagram, like the video chat on Instagram,
Oh, okay.
it seemed like we was rekindling, like we was trying to get
Aw.
over the
Situation.
situations that she didn't feel comfortable with. We was having a pretty good conversation, but she got back to it again, and she made like this little funny comment like, yeah, you really was tweaking, because even some of the girls had asked me like, you okay? And she tried to like laugh it off like it was nothing. But at this point, like, you done brought up that night like 5 different times. I tried to move from it. So at this point, like, I got an expression over my face. I'm like, I don't really feel like that's the truth because I shared contacts with all the women and all the fellas after the show. And afterwards, we went out together. So if it was like a consensus idea that I was an
That you was
aggressive
crazy?
man that was tweaking on you, I don't feel like everybody would have, you feel me? Like showed me so much love, hung out with me afterwards.
Okay.
At that time,
But you got to think, we're in a day and age where people will still link and hang out with you and kiki, and they will go behind your back and say some other shit. That's the sad truth. Even as adults, you think like, oh, that's high school, bro. Even when you go to college, people click up. Even when you get into the work world, people click up at the jobs. You learn that it just never stops. Everybody is still clicky and still gossipy and still want to spill tea and still want to be in everybody's business and still want to see you happy but not happier than them. Not everybody, but it's still happening in the workplace. And y'all already know watching this video that should be going down like that.
it then changes from they was looking out to me to who? What the fuck? These bitches act like they want to be my friends all up in my face. Who? So then I'm getting up under that like, I don't really know y'all. I'm new here. I ain't trying to make like no messy situation. I ain't trying to have like, I'm just what's the term I'm looking for? Networking.
Okay.
I'm just networking, getting to know new people, you feel me? Then she was like, nah, I ain't with none of that fake shit. I'm new out here too. And bitches all up in my face like they my friends. So
Damn, boy, I ain't know you had that dog in you like that. Boy, you the aggressor. Look at your face. You be wanting all the smoke. She gonna get a chance to reply. But if what he's saying is true, this is the friend that be like, if I'm mad at this person, I need all my friends and my family and my people to be mad at this person and not rock with this person too. And if somebody do rock with this person and I told y'all I don't really rock with this person, then you can't be cool with me. If everybody ain't mad at your ass with me, then your ass is out of here. You're a traitor. That's not good, man. That's not a good way of thinking.
tell her, like, that ain't even something to be worried about. You feel me? Let's move forward.
Yeah.
She still dwells on when I'm telling you she's dwelling on it, it get to a point where I'm like, man.
At that point, she playing the game of who. We all played the little board game who. She trying to guess and put together who and she trying to get the answers from him. If I was him, I wouldn't have told her ass either. Like, you already not showing me love. You don't really like me like that. You cracking jokes. Now you want me to out somebody so you could be mad at them too. And then that person gonna be mad that I even said that to them. It's just gonna be a debacle and a cluster F of a mess. I don't like to be in the middle of no shit like that either. I don't want to be in no tea spilling, drama starting type of joint. That ain't me. Well, who told you? Because I told them if they talk, they told me this. I'm good. Don't worry about it. We'll move on from it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Worry about all of them. Like, if you really on bullshit like that, like, worry about all of them. Like, you feel me? If it's that important to you. So then she literally asked me, what's on your mind? Why your face like that? Because I'm sitting on the FaceTime like, man. She asked me, what's on your mind? I tell her, like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really rocking with this. Like, I'm a peaceful man. I'm getting to it. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
I ain't really rocking with
Men
how
don't
this
really
going.
be on
I
no
ain't
shit
with
like
the
that for
drama
real.
stuff or causing no problem between some women I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about, she tells me that she gonna call me back when she get done with some homework. I never hear from her again until she talking about me on a podcast. So,
Damn.
this is my thing. If you didn't like me after those 3 things that I did that you said was like red flags, cool. It would have been ended after that.
Facts.
You still tried to contact me and reconnect after you and get over after you had those 3 things.
Facts.
So now it's another time. And also, I already told her about Graham. Like, you feel me? Graham's living with me. Like, yeah, me and my grandma stay together, but I pay her bills. She started struggling. She retired. Not finna have her go back to work. She's extremely old. She adopted my little sister. That's why I spoke and said I'm a provider. I provide for my grandmother, my little sister, my mother.
Respect.
and
Hey,
my
yo.
younger-
And I get it. On some real shit, I don't know if I would have lied, but I might have lied. You know what I mean? You on the show. He's sharing way too much information for me for the internet right now. I'm not about to tell y'all my grandmother is old or sick or got something going on and I'm doing all this. This is my family. Y'all are strangers. You know, and a lot of people, just because I'm on a dating show, that don't mean I'm entitled to let you know the depths of my life and what's going on with my family. You need get to know me first. Get to know where I'm from, what's my name, what's my favorite color, like what do I like to do, my favorite food, my favorite music. Get to know me first before I'm not even telling nobody this. I'm not even telling who you live with. Why you trying to come to the house? Like what why you want to know who I live with or what I got going on? Like you trying to come to the house? You trying to come over? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't share that much, you know, and neither one of my grandmothers are with me anymore, but they both were very, very near and dear to my heart. And I would have did the same thing for that he's doing for his grandparents if I would have had the opportunity. I was younger when they passed. But I'm not getting on no game show and telling y'all about my grandmother or what she got going on financially or if she ill or sick. That's too much, bro. And as a man, that's a man to step up and to take care of someone who changed your diapers, who took care of you, who took you under their wing. That's why you love up on your kids so much. You want to love your kids. You want to love your grandkids because you're going to get older. You're going to need help. You want them by your side. You don't want to be them people. I talk to nurses and people in hospice. Yo, so many people that die with nobody by them side. No family members. Grandkids are waiting for them to fork over just for money, for finances, for just because where they at in the will, what they going to inherit. Yo, my hat go off to him for that. I wouldn't want to be judged, but I wouldn't want to share that though via the internet. That's family business. Shit, I was taught what happens in the house stays in the house. My grandmother would have watched this and saw that I'm putting her business out there like that. My grandmother got friends. She had people at the church that she knew. You don't do no shit like that.
Pull up on me.
Sorry about that.
Pull up on me.
That's just somebody that's donating. I ain't live with them right now, but god damn.
Siblings, like I really am a breadwinner. You feel me? So that's why I spoke that way. So I ain't gonna lie. Like I think that
bruh, if she's a mother, if something happened to her or she was ill or she couldn't financially take care and her kids were grown and they were able to help out, she would want that. That's what family's supposed to do. Now, she would hate it as a mother if someone was judging her son for living with his mom or taking care of his mom. Even if her son wasn't completely honest, she would be like, I am your mother. I was there for you before that girl. That's his grandmother. You know what I'm saying? His grandmother was there for him before the internet. Like what are
it's
we
very
talking about?
contradicting to say that you ain't doing anything for clout, but you take every single social media or clout opportunity that you can. I really it's contradicting to
we gotta run that back.
anything for clout, but you take every single. I spoke that way, so I ain't gonna lie. Like I think that is very contradicting to say that you ain't doing anything for clout, but you take every single social media or clout opportunity that you can. I really it's contradicting to me. You feel me? And I would
Look at Arlette. She's shaking her head too. She's like, yeah, that's true.
Being on y'all show,
Right.
I think y'all know this because I even when I spoke to y'all about being on your show, I reacted to your show on my YouTube channel, and I felt like it was authentic and something that I never even watched before. So I wanted to be a part of that. I think I'm an authentic person. You feel me? I've been doing the social media. I got multiple albums out.
So before he take a deeper dive into what he's doing, that's interesting of what he says. Like she ain't want him to film the date or whatever, but because she ain't want to do it for clout, but she out on the podcast doing different things and making different appearances. But I think what was the thing with that is she's in control when she's making these appearances. She's in control when she's doing these different things. If he would have filmed it, that would have been his camera person, and he would have been in control of how it looked, the date, how it came out. I think he was trying to market it on his channel and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But he was just trying to build and get some growth from the show as well while actually going on a date. But yeah.
I'm not an ugly man. If I wanted to just do a social media relationship with any young lady, I can do a fake social media relationship.
Which a lot of people do.
It was about me wanting to be on a date with Connie and her energy, and my videographer recorded so we can become something. You already hustling and grinding, going on every podcast, modeling. What is a YouTube bag? Why is the YouTube bag clout chasing?
That's a good question. That's a good question. And I feel like him being in a creator mindset, he was like, wow, we were just on the show. They would love to see us. I would have loved to see that, to be honest. That's a great question. But she would have been not in control. It was his idea. But maybe they could have worked something out.
But the podcast bag not? So like I respect what she said, you feel me? And I get it. Like you telling a grown woman, she got all her stuff, her you feel me? Her kids half my age. You feel me? So she legitimately like she knows what she wants. And when I wasn't what she wanted, I respected that. Okay. But her mind changed. You feel me? And I don't like how she don't bring that up. Like bring up the fact that yeah, you had them 3 things, but your mind changed and you hit me up later. Like, and then we had a decent conversation.
I'm so ready to touch up on everything.
Yeah, go for it.
Come on and touch up on
because a good portion of it was false.
No diddy.
Just to start from the whole when we went and I was asking him questions about his financial issues, that was a lie. I asked him as far as
look at his face.
His living situation, and he was like, "Oh no, I lied. I live with my grandmother." And then that's when he started talking about, oh yeah, well this, and this. And honestly, my whole thing is when he told me that he lied, I was turned off. That was automatically for me, because it's like you talking about whether you're saying stuff so you could go out on a date with me, but you're basically lying on.
I don't like that he lied. We all admit that was wrong. I went into that spill. I'm not going to talk about that grandmother stuff no more, but he was wrong for lying. But let's also be honest here. When you're dating someone, in the first 2-3 days, you're getting a representative of that person. We're never getting the authentic person of who they really are. Even looking at these 2 women right now, this is not who they are. They both are beautiful ladies, right? But let's be real. They're dolled up. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's makeup, hair, lashes, eyebrows, everything. It's dolled up. This is them at like the best that they're gonna look like. You know what I'm saying? Women have the opportunity to do that. So that could be considered not being honest or a catfish. I don't know what you're gonna look like when you wake up in the morning. I don't know if you have raccoon eyes. Y'all, it's concealer over top of all of this. So in actuality, I'm not really getting the real you. Like, I don't know why women don't understand. Like, you go a girl on a first date, they dolled up, they doing all that. The most a guy can do is go get a haircut and not be ashy. That's it. We can't powder up, makeup up, They might be able to do that spray paint shit with what's this shit called? The spray paint hairline, the doodle. But that's all we could do. If we got a pimple, you seeing that pimple, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening.
And the camera pretty much just to live up to something that you're not. And to me, yet again, that is a problem. As a man, I stand on business. That is not a part of being in your masculine energy. As far as the clout chasing, my thing is this. I didn't know your guys' show I didn't know it was going to happen the way that it happened.
Yeah.
So when my friend, my model sister, had reached out to me and asked me to be on it, she mentioned to me it was just more of like for a good experience. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, yet again, it's for the experience. Yeah. The fact that me knowing of the possibilities of what could happen, I'm not saying I'm not opposed to it, but it's like at the same time, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. So by me going on there and me getting the exposure that I got, by me being invited out and following up on that, why would I sit there and block any blessings? I mean, it's not, yet again, I didn't go on there to clout chase. So,
and I understand that from her perspective as well. because she could have went on there, and not only is she going on there to tell her side of the story and talk her side, but she's also bigging up her friends. Like, since she got a following or people started following the show did so well, she could be helping out one of her friends' business or her friend's podcast or whatever they had, modeling agency or whatever they had going on as well. She the big homie now.
So by me saying that, it's not like I went on there with the intention. His response to me was, we all came here, basically, you know what's up. Like, this is just what it is. And that's how that went. As far as the podcast, I have a podcast on Sundays. So me being on the podcast that he was referring to, that was a podcast that I host every Sunday night.
Hold on, let me see what the pod
and
called.
as far as a podcast on Sundays. So me being on the podcast that he was referring to, that was a podcast that I host every Sunday night. And as far as the podcast that I went on, that went based off of him popping, the Pop the Balloon show.
Right.
The touch up on, let me see, it was the social media dating thing. Just to clarify the two, yet again, that was another lie. When he asked me if I wanted to be in a social media relationship, that is when I gave him the response I would need to be with. In order for me to post somebody on my social media, we would have to be in a serious committed relationship. I don't just post, that type of stuff on my Instagram. And then on top of that, like, he had like 829 followers. And at that time I had like 20K followers, like 25, 26. So at the same time, it wouldn't have been beneficial for me to be in a social media relationship with you.
It's a bit messy. That's a bit messy right there. So if the numbers would have aligned and it would have been beneficial, you would have been for it. Sometimes it's a give and take. Sometimes you got to help out others. I worked with a lot of people over the years, and 95% of the time, 99% of the people I worked with, I have bigger numbers than. And I love encouraging people to get out there, do more, create. Like, you can chase this bag. This could be another stream of revenue for you. But that right there was that was a little petty. If the numbers would have aligned and it was beneficial, she probably would have did it. And the fact that you looked at his numbers and knew the numbers is
20K
crazy.
followers, like 25, 26. So at the same time, it wouldn't have been beneficial for me to be in a social media relationship with you. You're going to be the only one that reaps the benefits of that.
You can't think about it like that, man. I'm going to tell you why you can't think about it like that. Because you got to think about it even being in a relationship. That's like a woman saying, no, this is like, let's flip it. That's like a man saying, I make more money than you. So it wouldn't be beneficial for me to be in a relationship with you. And that's how a lot of women think. If they make more money, I'm the breadwinner. I make more money than I make $120,000 and he only makes $60,000. This relationship isn't beneficial to me. Damn. Think about it like that. Think about it like that. I don't want to go on your podcast. You don't have a lot of numbers. It's not beneficial to me. It's not about, hey, I like your podcast. I like the format. I like the topics. I like the quality of it. I like the sound of it. Shit's not beneficial. I'm not doing it. That's crazy.
I didn't know your social media status.
Yet again, that was his statement on, wanting the whole social media thing. And that's when I said no. Then he follows up with my videographer or whatever. He's about to be pulling up. How would you feel about a camera following us on our first date? And I was like, yet again, I don't, let's just see how we're vibing. You're doing a lot of things that's kind of resulting to still going towards social media relationship, which
she might have been okay with it if he ain't had them three pim-pims, that housing lie, and them other two, the asking if dude smashed. I don't know why I keep forgetting the other one. And then that other one. If you ain't do them right there, you already kind of rubbed it the wrong way. Her guard was up, I feel like.
I just informed you I'm not really down for it. So to me, yet again, it's just coming off as, okay, I understand. You want clout. I'm not going to have nothing to say on that. Like, that's just what it is. Like, and as far as, the whole response to me not responding back to him,
the type of woman that I am, I'm never one that's going to knock anybody's hustle. So by him, you know, going through whatever he's going through, and if his grandmother's situation, all of that, I'm not one to knock anybody. I've lived with my grandmother before. I've lived with, you know, certain family members before. But at the same time, I'm not anyone to sit there and knock anyone from that. But however, I felt the way about it, and I wanted to stand on it. So I wanted to converse with him, because I'm like, okay, I'm going to explain to you the reason why, you know, I didn't want to go out on a date with you.
Yeah.
We talked about it. And then I'm trying to kind of reframe back exactly, because I do remember me telling him about the female that actually was right there when he had the whole little, you know, the little outbreak. And so
Outburst? I call that man shit an outbreak.
for
That's
one,
crazy.
I asked him, I was like, which female was it? For one, I didn't refer to none of them females like that as bitches. For two, when I called, when we FaceTime on Instagram and we were talking about it, he was like, oh, well, the same females that you saying is in your face trying to see if you okay is the same females that was trying to get at me at the club. And I'm like, what? But it's funny, because there was only one person who I had that was actually right there. And I actually talked to her about it. But it's funny because I'm like,
So after she had that conversation with him on live, and then she's like, all right, I'm going to call you back. She probably did her due diligence, did her little research, played her little Guess Who game, and figured out who it was, and then reached back out like that and probably never circled back around to him. So she was just, women will compute and get that info. You know what I'm saying? Do, and do that Inspector Gadget type shit. They love that. They love solving a mystery. They love that.
Only be talking about one person, and the fact that I actually know this one person,
Yeah, it is.
I know she's not going to be on that type of time.
Process
and the fact
of
that
elimination.
from what that person told me, I knew it was a lie, but I didn't trip off of it, because at the same time, if that's a part of your character, it's just making it more worse for you on why I don't want to converse with you on that level. So, and then it's like when the whole clip came out, right, to touch up on his statement as far as making it seem like once it went viral, I wanted to kind of reach out to him. That definitely wasn't the case. Me reaching out to him, that was just more so of, because I'm like, okay, I know it's going to be like, we're going to have to cross each other's paths again.
Yeah.
I just want to be cordial, because at the same time, no, we're not going to date or nothing like that. But at the same time, like, I don't want to burn a bridge that eventually I'm going to have to cross again. So by me reaching out to him, that's pretty much what it was. And when I ended up...
Shout out to everybody in Baltimore affected by the bridge, man. Hometown right there. My brother crossed that bridge, go to and from work every day. Prayers, thoughts, all that good stuff.
Saying what I said to him, his response back to me telling him, like, you know, this is not a part of my, you know, like, as far as I'm not the type of female that's going to knock you from whatever. His response was, all that don't matter, pretty much. Like, people want to see us. Like, what?
Hey, he hit you with that Ike Turner. Hey, I don't give a damn if you sick. I don't give a damn if you don't love me. People want to see us. We, Ike and Tina, goddammit, we showing up regardless. I don't care how you feel about this shit. We got a show to do, anime. Now get yourself together. And sing the song like I wrote it. I eat that cake too, baby.
Yes. Like, what? So that's,
That bitch
yet
about to-
again,
that bitch about
that's
to
why I'm just sitting
convulse.
here
That bitch
like,
about to
pretty much,
hyperventilate over
like,
here. Look
people
at
want to
this.
see us.
We got to
Like,
call Miss Doubtfire.
Us.
Watch this.
Like, what? So that's, yet again, that's why I'm just sitting here like, it didn't dawn on me, and it kind of frustrated me, because I'm trying to actually, you know, soothe things over with you. But now as I'm seeing, it's funny because, you know, he's taking it as that's my way of reaching out to him for the video going viral. I still don't want nothing to do with you. I mean, I just want to.
That was tough. You ain't had to say that like that. That was tough just now. I still don't want nothing to do with your sorry ass. Damn, that gave me the strongest waiting to exhale energy right there.
It's funny because, you know, he's taking it as that's my way of reaching out to him for the video going viral. I still don't want nothing to do with you.
What's it gonna be if I can't pretend? What's it gonna be? Oh, it is. Hold me tight and don't let go. Don't let go. You got the right to lose. she ain't had to say that shit like that.
Now, as I'm seeing, it's funny because, you know, he's taking it as that's my way of reaching out to him for the video going viral. I still don't want nothing to do with you. I mean, I just want it to be cordial.
That's a viral clip right there. Hey, I still don't want nothing to do with you. Shit, you made a fool of me.
With you. So it's like, it's not like, I mean, by me posting it, it's something that, you know, we could just be cool and laugh at, like, type funny. Like, I don't plan on seeing myself with you to that caliber because you already showed me, to me, you're not a man that I would consider myself to want to date. Because for one, the way you reacted. For two, the way your first response, you do not know how to communicate properly. That's very big with me.
Flawless.
And it's just, that was just major turnoffs to me. Yes, he's a handsome man, but I am a sapiosexual. So it's like, if I cannot connect with you on a more intellect, then it's like we don't have anything to really talk about.
Okay. And now, Daryl, you mentioned that she
Look at his face.
spoke about you on a podcast. What was said?
Yeah, and I also want to add, she tried to get me to go on that podcast with her. The guy who asked me to be on it said, Connie wants you to be a part of it.
Yeah, that's definitely a lie.
Oh God, I got the I got the Instagram.
Lie.
Some
Pull
guy
it up.
hit me up and said that he got a podcast with Connie. She wants to be on the podcast. Like, she wants me to come on so we could be on there.
He might have tried to set y'all
I
up,
even
though.
called Connie to see why do she want to be on a podcast with me, and me and her are no longer in contact with each other.
Yeah.
And like that's my thing. And I believe that this one is the one she's talking about that she like co-hosts. So
Okay.
that's extremely confusing. I'm not even
Definitely.
gonna lie. Like
Definitely.
this whole like, I didn't know her social media presence. So when I asked to take her out on a date and my videographer recorded, I didn't know she had a few thousand followers. Like, and it don't matter how many followers I have. Like, I like to put out good content to make sure people like to see good stuff. Like, I just like to do good things. Like,
Everybody started at zero, definitely with social media. People like, oh man, how'd you get them subscribers? How you get this? Like, you know what I'm saying? My shit was rolling, like 16, 17, 18, rolling, crazy. Every time I dropped a video, 100K views in a day. You know what I'm saying? But everybody starts at zero. You know what I mean? And I wish the social media role was like, I wish content was created sometimes and it didn't have any view button on it. Because so many people view people and subscribe to people and rock with people because they have a large following. They just be like, this is the cool person to watch right now. So they just jump on board with it. Instead of just watching shit they might really enjoy or that's like authentic and that they would like. You know, if it has, you might really like this movie that's on YouTube. That's an hour and a half that only has 5,000 views, but you won't watch it. You'll watch a movie that's the same length but has 10 million views because it has 10 million views and everyone's raving about it.
it didn't matter. And when you listen
get that
to
shit
her,
out, man.
bro,
Get it
it
out.
seeps out. I ain't gonna lie, like, you feel me? It seeps out. Just listening to her respond, like, I ain't gonna lie.
What seeps
I ain't gonna keep like doing the back and forth about it. She said her piece. I said my piece about the situation, but in all,
He's still drama free. You can
feel me?
tell.
In all transparency, we had a conversation and it stopped. We decided we was no longer going to talk to each other. It don't matter if me and you on the same video and my clip is the one that's going around. You don't have to post me on your page. Me and you didn't have to have another conversation to try to like air some things out when we had multiple conversations before it. And I never seen you in my life before we was on that TV show. You didn't have to clear the air so you ain't got bad blood out there with somebody like that, bro. That's all cat. Like, that's dragging gang. Like, and I ain't gonna lie. It's
Come on.
it's funny because
See, right now he's holding shit. Like, he got more he want to say, but he don't want to be messy. Him saying that right there reminds me of SZA on her album. I don't know which album it is, but her grandmother or somebody get on that track and be like, at the end of the track, she was like, you ain't got to mess with me. You ain't got to fool with me. You ain't got to like me. But you don't got to say bad things about me either. We could just go our own separate ways. I don't know if y'all remember that clip when she said that, like, on her aunt or mom or grandmother said it on the album. But that's true, man. Like, we don't got to like each other. You know, I could wish you the best. Like, I got people that I don't talk to no more, and I'm like, look, you just can't eat at my table. I want to see you do great. I wish you the best of luck at life. I'm not wishing harm or malice or any ill anything on you, good luck with life, but you just can't eat over here. I got people like that, and I don't say shit bad about them. I just leave it at that.
Apologies
The
to
clout,
cut you
the
off.
clout situation is extremely funny.
one
Like
second,
she
Connie.
doing everything for the clout, but she keeps speaking on clout. Like it's not righteous.
Okay, Daryl, we hear you. So, can you
Damn, Wesley
let us
Snipes.
know what was said on the podcast? I know you said she was talking about you.
She said that
on.
said that she couldn't wait.
That big forehead not even itching right now. That's just when niggas get stressed out and they got a lot on their mind. They were trying to watch out how they say it. They just start doing shit like this. Man, your forehead ain't itching.
She said that she couldn't wait till me and her do an interview with each other because she got some tea and she can't wait to see how I respond to it in front of everybody. I don't know if that's the exact wording, but I promise you it was almost like she couldn't wait to try.
Hey, not you sitting up there saying, oh yeah, I remember that. You know that's messy. You know that's messy. That is messy. No football.
She can't wait
Look.
to see how I respond to it in front of everybody. I don't know if that's the exact wording, but I promise you it was all.
And then she sat there and cute like, oh yeah, I remember saying that. Yo, that shit is messy. That is so childish.
Almost like she couldn't wait to try to embarrass me.
What?
What is that
Yeah.
about? Like, what you mean you got some tea and can't wait to see his response in front of everybody? That's some clout chasing shit.
Okay, let's hear from Connie.
Okay, so as with that being said, for one, if I'm doing a podcast, if the follow-up hasn't come out, it's not, like it's kind of ruining it. I mean, it's ruining it for you guys if I just go out and air out what everybody's been waiting. So
she might
by
trying to
me
gas up
stating
this
what
episode.
I said, it was more of, I'm glad, I can't wait for the follow-up because I don't want it to be where, we're going one by one. I'd rather
he
him
can't
be
defend
there.
himself.
So that way he could be able to defend himself when I do say whatever it is that I say. Because at the same time, I don't want it to come back as, putting him down or talking, without him being present. No, sweetheart, the way that I am, I'd rather you be here so that you can understand why I feel the way that I feel.
Yeah.
Because it's like at the end of the day, I'm not one the way that he would like to make it seem as if I'm clout chasing. Yet again, you can say whatever you want. The fact that if somebody sees me by being on a platform and inviting me out to go for an opportunity to network, what does that have to do with, oh, I'm clout chasing? No, my whole intentions when I came into this whole, the pop the balloon, it was not for clout. It was for the experience. Whatever happened after that, so be it.
Y'all supposed to be on there trying to find love. That shit say pop the balloon or find love, not find the experience or find the clout. Y'all was supposed to be trying to find LOVE. And y'all supposed to be beautiful and make it together. And one of y'all, well, both of y'all simultaneously was supposed to be swallowed up with one another.
But at the same time, I'm not going to your page. I'm not checking for you and me wanting
But
to.
you know my follower
buzz
count.
me. That was when we first started talking.
You're an interesting lady.
Yeah.
Look, how is it clout chasing that I want to record me spending money on taking you on a date, but it's not clout chasing for you to want to bring me on your podcast and talk about me?
Sweetheart, I never wanted to bring you on the podcast.
Bro, that's what your
I don't
co-host
care
told
what the
me.
co-host told you.
Oh, okay.
Because that wasn't discussed with me. So
Okay.
I don't care because you were never going to come on. I was never going to interview
No, I
you.
wasn't never gonna come because I declined the invitation.
That's-
I don't care about clout. I do authentic things, and people recognize it from who I really am. I've been getting recognition. Like,
Y'all comment what y'all think about this. I want to hear what y'all feel about both sides, man. Keep it a buck. We got 6 minutes left, but I really want y'all to comment. Be respectful down there too, to them and conversating back and forth. Y'all be getting a little wild, but keep it a buck.
you feel me?
Right.
This ain't nothing new. You worried about that follower count. Who I am in real life, my face card decent. Like in real life, like you talking about that follower count, and it's different now. It's 35K now.
Well,
Why you talking about
go ahead,
800?
son.
You're right, but you're
Go ahead, son.
It's different
yet
now.
again. You're right.
Different now.
You know what? I give you your
I'm up
flowers
now.
for
Thank you,
coming
Pooh.
up a couple of hundred.
Thank you,
You
Pooh.
know,
Yours as well.
absolutely.
Your couple
I give you
thousand.
your flowers for that.
Thank you, Pooh. Appreciate you.
But
All right. Well,
yeah.
I see this was kind of a tough situation for both of you guys to go
This
through.
shit
but
fell
thank you
apart
both for
right
coming
after the
on
balloon
and speaking
challenge.
Your piece. Clearly, I see there won't be any dates in the future.
Nah.
So,
I mean, no, I feel like, I feel like a woman of that he would prefer. I just feel like, we're good people in our own individual way. And at the end of the day, I just look at it as, we just want two different things. Right. I'm not saying he's a bad person, and I'm not going to sit there and make it seem like I'm putting him down. I just let it be known by me trying to clear it up. I wanted to, let me go ahead. I don't want you thinking, having this bad taste in your mouth about me, because I'm not that type of woman. But I want to go ahead and let it be known this is what it was. So no hard feelings. He took it to being more than what it was. So be it. Like I said, at the same time, I just wanted to actually clear everything out in the air with him. Okay. Not, but that's pretty much what it was. So
yeah. And honestly, you feel me? I ain't no sucker. She is an extremely beautiful woman. She is the hood queen gang. But your personality is almost wicked. Like, I'm new to this whole state, and I've legitimately, like, I've heard from people who I don't know. Like, I meet them, hey, how you doing? And they've told me that they've heard about me from Miss Connie Marie. She's speaking on me. She's saying, like, I don't want it to seem like I'm dissing him or I'm a bad person, but she's dissing me to people in real life. She's dissing me on the streets.
Connie, what, you one of the mean girls? You one of the original mean? You a bully? Where you at? Come on, Connie.
Y'all motherfuckers is legitimately telling me, like, I heard from you from Connie. Right hand up to God, no lie. She is dissing me to the streets.
That's tough.
Like, you feel me?
What did they say?
No, that's messy.
I don't want, you feel me?
What did they say?
I work hard.
See, she's still being messy, bro. What did they say? Tell me what they said so I can tell you if it's true or not. You know if you out here talking shit. Connie, you out here talking shit. God damn, Connie.
Wait, no, for real, I got you.
That's
so
good.
I just Miss Connie.
No, what did they say?
See, she's still asking us, and he's not saying it because he is still trying to avoid drama like the Instagram live. But she is being messy.
Like,
no. Let's talk about what they said.
Can I ask you?
Is that another lie?
To please just not.
Okay, so he might be making that up. I don't know. I wouldn't make no shit. I kind of believe that what he said just now. I wouldn't make no shit up. I wouldn't even think to make nothing up like that. Like, somebody coming to me like, damn, like, she talking shit about me. That's crazy. That's tough.
Listen, I ain't with the he say, she say shit. But you could
bring it up.
But I promise you, like, it's done got back to me that you're going out your way to talk about me. So I'm just asking you, Miss Connie, can you please not speak on Mr. Humble? All I would ask is that after the interview today, we no longer speak on each other. We got our own lives and clearly successful doing our own things. We don't need to be crossing each other's paths.
I would like to know what was said in the streets.
Yeah, that's crazy.
About you, because I'm just so interested in knowing this.
I mean, because
I ain't with the
I'm only saying this, Daryl, because yet again, the type of woman that I am, I'm very transparent. So if you come to me and ask me something direct,
I'll tell you in private. I'll tell you in private. I ain't with the he say, she say.
I'm saying, but if you know you said something already, why not say, yo, I have been out here saying something? What you mean? I'm the type of woman, if you ask me if I said something, I would say, yeah, I said that. If you said something, you said something.
I mean,
you feel me? Like, they clearly trusted me enough to they wanted to look out for me by telling me that. So, like, I ain't here to do
telling you that. Then if that's the case, then that's something that I feel like you should have approached me with. Aside from that, because if you're gonna bring it up,
that's impossible.
On the follow up,
that's impossible.
What's the purpose of not saying what was actually said?
No, I ain't doing that shit. I hate when people be like, "Oh, who told you?" You can go back and yell at them, and then they gonna come back and say, "Why you told her?" and yell at me, and now you in the middle of some shit. Nah, I ain't doing that shit either.
Because
who said it? Who was it?
I have no problem letting it be known if I said it or not, and I will actually clear it up for you. So that way it could be.
What was being said? What was being said specifically? I don't want to say on the platform.
That's fine.
She could eat. You feel me? Like, if I say what was said, then she
play
know
the clue.
Who she said it to. I'm not a messy guy. I'm not doing that. You're not gonna force me to say something I don't want to say, ma'am. So let's please move forward.
Okay,
no problem. All right. Well, You know, like
Come
I
on,
said
Arlette,
earlier,
hit me
thank
with
you
the
both
laugh
for
one more
coming
time.
on and speaking, you know, your own truths.
Yeah.
So
This
just
shit
to
was a
kind of
mess.
follow up on
A
some
debacle.
things with both of you, like, is there any upcoming projects, anything we should be on the lookout from either one of you? We'll start with you.
I don't want to hear no upcoming projects, man. That's why we're going to wrap the video up right there, man. I'm good. This dream is an hour long already. Smash the like button. Check out the latest podcast. I just dropped the Real Talk, Pill Talk podcast on my main channel. It gets spicy, man. We talking about everything. We talking about all kinds of stuff. If you under 18, it ain't probably for you. If you still want to be grown and listen to the podcast, go ahead, put some headphones on for one of your parents smack 5 by Jay for listening to grown folks content. So check that out on the main channel, Real Talk, Pill Talk podcast. I think I'm at episode 48. Best of luck to both of these individuals. This was crazy. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. I'm going to review another one. So I'm going to hit y'all with back-to-back videos today, all right? Let's get into it.